Imagine a world untouched by concrete and cars. This is the wild, where the timber wolf roams free. With thick fur coats and sharp senses, timber wolves thrive in rugged landscapes. They live in packs, led by an alpha pair, working together to hunt and protect their territory. The howl of a wolf is one of the most iconic sounds in nature, a way of communicating over long distances. Wolves once roamed freely across North America, but their populations have declined due to habitat loss and hunting. Thanks to conservation efforts, wolf populations are slowly recovering in some areas. Timber wolves live in packs, close-knit family groups with a strong hierarchy led by an alpha pair. Each wolf has a specific role, and they work together to ensure the survival of the group. At the heart of every timber wolf pack is the alpha pair, the dominant male and female. They lead the hunt, determine the pack's movements, and maintain order within the group. The alpha pair's leadership is crucial to the pack's success and survival. Life as a timber wolf pup is full of adventure and learning, starting with the care of their mother. As they grow, pups learn essential life skills through play and observation, preparing them for survival. Timber wolves thrive in various habitats, from dense forests to high mountain peaks. They are highly territorial, defending their home range from rivals. Wolves are constantly on the move, patrolling their territory and hunting. Timber wolves are masters of survival, with thick fur coats and keen senses. Their physical abilities, like endurance and speed, make them perfectly suited for life in the wild. The world of the timber wolf is constantly changing due to human expansion and habitat loss. Conservation efforts are helping wolf populations rebound, but they still face numerous threats. Protecting wolves and their habitats is crucial for their survival and the health of ecosystems. As the sun rises, a pack of timber wolves begins their hunt for large prey like deer and elk. The hunt requires stealth, strategy, and teamwork, with wolves using their keen senses to locate their quarry. Once a target is identified, the pack springs into action, showcasing their strength and coordination. Wolves communicate through barks and growls, working together to bring down their prey. After a successful hunt, the pack gathers around the fallen prey, with the alpha pair feeding first. Wolves are voracious eaters, consuming large amounts of meat in a single sitting. They often cache leftover meat, creating a hidden stash for times of scarcity. The haunting howl of a timber wolf is one of the most evocative sounds in nature. It's a primal call that speaks volumes about the social bonds and communication skills of these incredible animals. A wolf's howl is a complex form of communication, rich in meaning and nuance. Wolves howl to rally the pack, mark territory, and communicate with each other. Each howl carries specific information that other wolves can interpret. While howling is the most well-known form of timber wolf communication, it's just one instrument in their complex symphony of signals. These highly social animals have developed a remarkable range of vocalizations, body language cues, and even scent-based signals to communicate with each other. Think of it like a silent language, a series of subtle gestures and expressions that convey a wealth of information. A wolf's posture, the position of its ears, the way it holds its tail, all of these convey messages to other wolves, expressing emotions ranging from excitement and playfulness to fear and aggression. For example, a wolf that's feeling confident and dominant might stand tall, its ears erect, tail held high, and make direct eye contact. On the other hand, a submissive wolf will often lower its head, tuck its tail between its legs, and avoid direct eye contact. These visual cues help maintain order within the pack and prevent unnecessary conflict. Wolves also use a variety of vocalizations beyond howling, each with its own distinct meaning. Barks can signal alarm or be used as a warning. Growls are typically used to express aggression or defensiveness. Whimpers and whines are often used by pups to solicit attention from adults or by adults to show affection. In the wild, where visual cues can be obscured by dense vegetation and sound can be easily muffled, scent becomes an invaluable tool for communication. Timber wolves have an incredibly keen sense of smell, far superior to our own, and they use this to their advantage by leaving scent messages throughout their territory. That's the power of scent marking for wolves. By strategically placing urine, feces, and scent gland secretions, wolves can communicate a surprising amount of information to other wolves. One of the primary functions of scent marking is to define territorial boundaries. Wolves will regularly patrol the edges of their territory, leaving scent marks as a way of saying, "This is our space." These scent marks serve as a warning to rival packs, reducing the likelihood of potentially dangerous encounters. Wolves also use scent to communicate their reproductive status. Females in heat will release pheromones in their urine, signaling their availability to potential mates. Males, in turn, will use their own scent marks to advertise their presence and attract females. Through a combination of howls, body language, and strategic scent marking, timber wolves navigate their social world, maintain order within the pack, and ensure their survival in the wild. In the intricate web of life, every creature plays a role, and the timber wolf, often cast as a villain in fairy tales, is a crucial character in maintaining the delicate balance of nature. They are what ecologists call a keystone species, a term used to describe animals that have a disproportionately large impact on their environment relative to their abundance. Imagine a set of scales, carefully balanced. On one side are the herbivores, like deer and elk, their populations naturally fluctuating with the seasons and the availability of food. On the other side are the predators, like wolves, their numbers naturally kept in check by the availability of prey. Wolves, as apex predators, sit atop this delicate balance, their presence influencing everything below them. Their hunting activities help keep herbivore populations in check, preventing overgrazing and ensuring the long-term health of plant communities. This, in turn, benefits a whole host of other species that rely on those plants for food and shelter, but their impact goes beyond just regulating prey numbers. Wolves often target the weakest individuals in a herd, the sick, the old, the injured. This natural selection process helps improve the overall health and genetic diversity of prey populations, making them more resilient to disease and environmental changes. The ecological influence of timber wolves extends far beyond their immediate prey. Their presence creates a ripple effect that cascades through the entire ecosystem, often in surprising and beneficial ways. One of the most striking examples of this is their impact on riparian areas, the lush zones of vegetation that surround streams and rivers. In areas where wolves have been absent for decades, deer and elk populations can explode, leading to overgrazing of riparian vegetation. This in turn can lead to soil erosion, increased water temperatures, and a decline in water quality, impacting fish populations and other aquatic life. However, when wolves return to these degraded ecosystems, their presence can trigger a remarkable recovery. As wolves reduce herbivore numbers and alter their grazing patterns, riparian vegetation begins to regenerate. Stream banks stabilize, water quality improves, and the entire ecosystem becomes healthier and more resilient. The return of the timber wolf is often followed by an increase in biodiversity, a resurgence of plant and animal life. Songbirds return, their melodies filling the air. Beavers establish new colonies, their dams creating wetlands that support a variety of species. The ecosystem, once out of balance, finds its equilibrium once more. The relationship between humans and timber wolves has long been complex and fraught with tension, a delicate dance between admiration and fear, respect and persecution. For centuries, wolves have been woven into our myths and legends, often cast as fearsome predators lurking in the shadows, a threat to livestock, and in some tales, even to humans themselves. In many cultures, wolves were revered for their intelligence, their hunting prowess, and their strong family bonds. Native American tribes, for example, often viewed wolves as spiritual guides and teachers, their presence a symbol of wilderness and freedom. They recognized the vital role wolves played in maintaining the health of the ecosystems they relied upon. However, as human civilization expanded and our relationship with the natural world shifted, wolves became increasingly viewed as competition, a threat to our livelihoods. The expansion of agriculture brought with it livestock, a readily available food source for wolves struggling to survive in a shrinking wilderness. As a result, wolves were often hunted and trapped, their numbers decimated in many parts of their former range. This persecution reached its peak in the early 20th century, when government-sponsored eradication programs nearly wiped out wolves from the contiguous United States. Driven by fear, misunderstanding, and a desire to protect livestock, we nearly extinguished a creature that had roamed the continent for millennia. By the mid-20th century, the plight of the timber wolf had reached a critical point. Once widespread across most of North America, their populations had been reduced to a fraction of their former size, confined to a few isolated pockets in the northern United States and Canada. The species was on the brink of disappearing forever from much of its historical range. However, amidst this bleak reality, a glimmer of hope emerged. A growing awareness of the ecological importance of predators, coupled with the tireless efforts of conservationists and scientists, led to a shift in public perception. People began to understand that wolves were not the villains they had been made out to be, but rather essential members of healthy ecosystems. In 1973, the Endangered Species Act, ESA, was passed in the United States, providing a crucial lifeline for wolves and other imperiled species. The ESA prohibited the killing or harming of endangered species, and provided a framework for their recovery and the protection of their habitat. Slowly, painstakingly, wolf populations began to recover in some areas. Reintroduction programs, where wolves were captured in areas where they were relatively abundant and released into areas where they had been eradicated, proved particularly successful. These programs aimed to restore wolves to their rightful place in the ecosystem and to jumpstart the recovery of their populations. Today, the story of the timber wolf is one of both caution and hope. Their recovery in certain regions stands as a testament to the power of conservation. The reintroduction of wolves to Yellowstone in 1995 is a celebrated conservation success. The return of these apex predators has profoundly impacted the park's ecosystem. The future of wolves depends on our ability to coexist and appreciate their ecological value. Ongoing conservation efforts and education are crucial. The howl of a wolf is now a beacon of hope and resilience. Let us strive to ensure the wolf's song continues to echo through the wild. The howl of a timber wolf, echoing through the stillness of a moonlit forest, is a sound that stirs the soul. It's a reminder of the wildness that still exists in our world, a testament to the enduring power of nature. Timber wolves, with their piercing gaze, their powerful presence, and their complex social structure, embody the spirit of the wild. They are guardians of the balance, their very existence intertwined with the health of the ecosystems they inhabit. Throughout this journey, we've explored the fascinating world of timber wolves, delving into their pack dynamics, their hunting strategies, their remarkable communication skills, and their crucial role in maintaining the delicate web of life. We've witnessed their adaptability, their resilience, and their deep connection to the natural world. Timber wolves teach us that nature is not a collection of isolated parts, but rather a complex and interconnected system where every creature, from the smallest insect to the largest predator, plays a vital role. They remind us that our own well-being is inextricably linked to the health of the planet we share. As we've learned, the story of the timber wolf is not without its challenges. Habitat loss, human-wildlife conflict, and lingering misconceptions continue to threaten their survival in many parts of their range. But there is hope. Conservation efforts, driven by science, passion, and a growing recognition of the ecological importance of wolves, are helping to bring these magnificent creatures back from the brink. The future of timber wolves, and indeed the future of all life on Earth, depends on our willingness to coexist, to find ways to share the landscape, to appreciate the interconnectedness of all living things. It requires us to listen to the howl of the wolf, not with fear, but with understanding, respect, and a commitment to ensuring that their song continues to echo through the wild places of our planet for generations to come. As we conclude our journey into the world of the timber wolf, let us carry with us a renewed sense of wonder for the natural world and a deep appreciation for the creatures that share our planet. Let us be inspired by their resilience, their adaptability, and their enduring spirit, and let us work together to create a world where both humans and wolves can thrive.